When Jennifer DeCristoforo was traveling to Asia on business, she developed a passion for Chinese culture. She has now channeled that passion into a new book that she has written and illustrated. It's called Lucky Bamboo Book of Crafts, over 100 projects and ideas celebrating Chinese culture. Jennifer lives in Yarmouth. She's with us here on 207. Thanks for coming in. It's great to have you here. So what was the spark for this idea? What made you say, yes, I want to take this project on?
Well, I had a big interest in China after I adopted my daughter from Jiangxi province, China, in 2003. And bringing her back to Maine, I was immediately immersed in learning more about China. And as she got older, being able to do projects with her and crafts and things that would sort of teach her more about her culture than she could know as an infant.
So a nice combination of wanting to educate your daughter and also a mom just wanting to keep her occupied.
Exactly, exactly.
All right, you're going to finish off one of the projects here that you've gotten about halfway started. We're going to talk more about the book, but tell me what you're making right here, which is one of the projects from out of the book.
This is a mini lantern. It's a very simple version of a lantern in the book, and it's great for Chinese New Year, any Chinese holidays and decorating. And it's very simple to make.
Okay.
What you need is cover stock strips, just tag or some slightly heavier weight paper. It can be in colors or one color. You need a simple drinking straw. You need tape, puncher, scissors, and some thread or yarn for the tassel and the holder.
Right.
And what I've done so far is I've cut the strips. They're about 6 inches by 7/8. And I've put 8 strips onto the bent straw. And actually the bend in the straw creates a nice little base for the lantern. So after you get the strips threaded on, you thread the tops on and just go around and get those.
As you do that, I'm just going to mention that these kinds of materials that you're using for this project are the kinds that are often what you need for the book. You're not, you were not setting out to do something that was elaborate. I mean, construction paper, glue, a straw. These are the kinds of things that most of us have at home. Maybe you have to run to the store and get something like this, but
probably not.
These don't require a lot of elaborate inventory.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of the people that have loved this book are teachers, people who work with daycares, with cultural organizations, Girl and Boy Scouts, people who have groups and they have small budgets and they like to recycle and repurpose things, and so that's always in mind.
And just to give people a sense of some of the other kinds of things that you have in the book, how to make masks, how to make a drum, how to make an abacus. That one absolutely caught my eye.
Yes, out of a corrugated box and some beads and, yeah, real simple stuff.
All right, tell us where you're coming along here. Just taping that down.
Yes, what I did is I have the bottom end is still holding the strips. We've got already a nice looking bulb here. I have the top taped with Scotch tape to hold that side of it. And now I'm going to just move on quickly to a tassel, and you can use just a graduation tassel or anything, but I like to make my own, which is so simple. You just take the thread of the yarn and fold it in half, about 10-inch pieces, and string it and put a hanger on it, and then you can just put it at the bottom of your at the bottom of the lantern, and pull it, and there you've got that. And I would secure that with a little piece of tape too. And now we're really close. Then you can just take another piece of yarn or whatever you're using, and I like to just cinch over the top of the straw. It just seems like the easiest way to do it. Put the yarn through and take a piece of tape or a staple, whatever you have at hand, and just cinch it up, and there you have it. And
this would traditionally be used for Chinese New Year?
This can be used for Chinese New Year. It can also be used for the Lantern Festival, which is the 15th day of Chinese New Year. It can be used, I use them too at the Mid-Autumn Moon Festival, because lanterns and moons, that's a big symbolic thing there. That's in the mid-fall, obviously, mid-autumn. And you can also string them as a garland. If you have a group and you make a bunch of them, you can string them.
Yeah, you've got a wide variety of different projects in the book, and included in the book a lot of different decorations. Now, we should talk about the event that you've got coming up soon.
Yes, well, it's the Chinese American Friends Association of Maine, and actually I'm just a member of the organization, but I do volunteer a lot with them, and they have their big celebration coming up on February 8th at the Westbrook Middle School and Performance Performing Arts Center. And my daughter's involved in this too. She dances with her group, and I, of course, am looked to create lots of great crafts, and there's food and everything else.
I was going to say, the room better look good, or you're going to have some explaining to do.
That's right.
Jennifer, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate you being here. If you would like more information on Jennifer and her book, Lucky Bamboo Book of Crafts, we've got that. Go to the 207 page of WCSH6.com and stay with us. We're going to be back right after this.